All right, guys, here we are at the SZR after work party. One lap of Bon Voyage, 31.4 kilometers with 155 meters total elevation. 40 seconds to start, and it is by category, not a mass start, so we are in the 690 to 1,000. There are 26 other riders signed up to be racing with us. This is a flat and fast course. Last time I was on this, it was during a chase race, and holy moly, that chase race was like hanging on to the tail of a comet. Hopefully the pace will be a little more reasonable here, but I don't really expect it to be reasonable at all. So here we go. Okay.
Right on.
Moving with the group out of the pen. Already somebody off the front giving it all the watts. And that's fine for them. We're going to take some time to warm up into this. A lot of flat on this course. Very draftable. Okay. Pretty good start.
Right on.
Looks like the guys up front brought back that solo rider. Looks like this will be relatively fast today. High 40s in the kilometers per hour. Okay. Get towed up over this riser. There we go. This is going to be fast, but manageable if I ride smart. Okay. Starting to come back into that new section of cobbles. Moving with the speed of this pack. Really just want this race to develop before we start trying to do any real hard work. A lot of 1% grade here, 3% grade there. Nothing super substantial. And it just undulates like that for the next 30K. be a push here. It always is. We'll just use the pack. Okay. Still with it. Riding wheels, surfing. Because it's so flat, the guys up front are always going to make it hard all the way through. Headed out through the Jurassic Park gate. Okay. A little breathe here. Back into the cobbles.
Ride on.
Okay. Floating along. Got an arch coming. So we'll go ahead and use the draft. And we'll get replenished. Cannot see what's happening ahead with all of these power-ups being employed. We just want to be in the action. Little rise here. Oh, I was wrong about that. Not a rise, just downhill. Not bad. Concentrated on speed. There's a little rise. A little more of a rise. Gonna come through the finish line, and then there's a downhill. Last time I was on this course, people were really pushing the down, so we don't want to get left behind here. It's the section people like to work, which is great to have the featherweight through. And there it is, people working on the front. Let's push up so we're not left behind. we go. Gap to me, which those guys got to fill. I just have to stay on it, not get dropped. So it was a good decision to push with them down the hill. Makes for an easier ride at the bottom. Little rise here. Okay. Just breathing, moving.
Right on.
$8K in, 23 to go. A quarter of the way there. Just over a quarter. All right. Working our way back to and past the start pens to start another one of these loops. Okay, starting lap 2. Little rise here, spin up it. Good, no real work to be done there. Okay. $10K done. 21 and a half left. Coming up on a third of the way in. Let's click up. Easy gear. Get carried over the top. That's it. Click a little heavier gear. Carry speed. Okay. Back to the cobbles. Into the squiggly loop again. make sure we're not asleep coming around the bridge. People do push on that 3% drag to the start-finish banner. All right, coming around. It's always work here, so let's arrow it. There we go. Would have hated to get dropped there. It was very real, very possible. Now, just trying to recover from that push. With trainer sensitivity at 100, I can feel this draft. Out the Jurassic Park gate. Someone making a bid up there. I think this group can hunt him down. No thanks to me, but I got faith in the group. Okay. Float. Just need to be aware with the guy out front. This group will want to close it at some point. So I want to be here, closer to the front, for that move. And here it comes. Take some wheels. We're back. "57-year-old. There you go. All right. Down this hill. push here, for sure. Okay. There is always a push here and a push down the hill. So, at least that's been my experience on this course. So, let's draft. Only halfway done. 16 in, 15 and a half to go. Only halfway. This draft boost is epic right now. Feeling so good. I love it when a boost comes together. Okay. Just holding speed. We just want to be on the fastest wheels. And we are. No riser here. Shouldn't have to work too hard. Okay. 17 in. A little over 14 to go. More of the same. I'll loop it up again. Passing the climbing portal again. Making our way to the start-finish pens. Someone going. Just take wheels. Yeah, nobody's interested in that. On and back. All right, loop 3. There we go. Still with the group. Just breathing. Still so much distance left. 12K to go. Breathing out where we can.
Right on.
Some easy clicks here to just spin up and over. Click back down. Hold the fastest wheels. All right. Be heading into the cobbles again for the third time. Or depending on where you're from, the third time. Okay. I imagine the work through the bridge is going to be even more vigorous this time. So we want to be ready for it. Okay. Staying a touch further forward. Okay. There we go. And recover. Speed increasing. Okay. Out through Jurassic Park. Push. Okay. Just want to go with the group. And feather. Let's enjoy the feather. Okay. 24 done, 7 to go. 3/4 of the way there. Let's draft. Ks are ticking by pretty fast at 50 plus kilometers an hour. Push the arrow so we're not behind. Just comfortably towards the front. All right. Five and a half K to go. Getting pulled over. 5K. You know, the chase race I was on might have had a custom finish, so I may not be familiar with this finish line. It's probably the drag strip. Well, we're about to find out. When I did that chase race a couple days ago, the finish was just after the start pens. I think this one might go into town and finish on the cobbles before the aqueduct. Hopefully I'm right, because that's what I'm envisioning in my head. Let's get the speed of the front grip here. And once we're at that speed, we can chill a bit. Okay. Okay, big group came all the way through. So, need a big sprint finish. No rise here. There we go. Back into the group. Coming up on 3K to go. There we are, 3K, and the push. All right. Some good riders in this group. Some great sprinters, I'm sure. Coming up on 40 minutes of ride and race time. Let's pick up, float, back onto the wheels, glide. Okay. Coming up on 2K to go. Moving with the group. Push with this. Everyone's going to swarm on it. There we go. One K to go. Half K. Oh, yikes. Okay. Let's see all. Very good. Back ball. Just sticked. Say his sticked. Say sticked. Say sticked. I'm sure I'm butchering that. KK. Wow, bud. 4-8. Good job, everybody. Okay. And we're in there at 4-0. Average power for the ride 4.0, 20-minute power 4.0, 5-minute 4.3, 1 minute 6.0, 15 seconds 9.0. Not a good sprint, not a bad sprint. Could have finished 18th to 20th if I didn't kick again at the very end, but still. Execution not great, wattage not great. 13th though, lucky number 13. Lucky number 13. We'll take it. So we're here for fun. Let's just stay here. I have completed Bon Voyage. That makes sense now. Because the last chase race was a custom route. It stopped about 2K, 2.5K from the real finish line. So I did most of Bon Voyage the first time, but now did it for real. Got myself some extra bonus, completed a course. Okay, day 3 of the head cold. Woke up feeling marginally better today. Performance was actually not as good as the first and second day of the head cold. So perhaps being a little bit under the weather the past few days is finally catching up to me. But the heart rate is fine. It's not over where it usually is. It really seems like the cold is isolated to the neck up, which is why I'm continuing on with rides and races. But I am sweating. I mean, I sweat a lot, but I am sweating like mad the past couple of days. And there's not been a big change in the temp inside this barn in Waco, Texas. I got a bunch of fans going and it's what, 73 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, when I get closer to the middle of summer, oh boy, is that gonna change. No matter what I do, running air conditioning in this barn, fans, all that stuff, I'll be lucky to get it under 90. So, it's about as outdoor and indoor ride as you can make. And I'm not looking forward to that. So I'll take these mid-70s days inside the barn, which just help for outdoor riding anyway. Right? This is the video game. This is the fun part. This is the training part. But the real deal is getting out on the roads. That's what it's all about. But there is no substitute for the timeliness of these rides. I'm here having a late breakfast ride. This was not an after dinner party for me, or after work party for that matter. But this is like a late breakfast ride, and then I go right back into work. So it's awesome. Give myself an hour, 80 minutes or so, and then right back into the workday. Nothing more efficient than this. Nothing more efficient than this. And I'm racing every day, which is why if you watch my rides, I'm so hell-bent on efficiency. I want to race every day. Now, does that mean I'm going to put in my best performances every day? No, absolutely not. But I like to be in the hunt at the end of the race, not dropped. I like to do that as efficiently as possible, and if and when I have a sprint, I like to use it. So, all in all, pretty happy with things as they are. 3 days into a head cold, 2 hard races the past 2 days. If you haven't seen those, check them out. They are online on YouTube. Posting almost daily here, racing all the time because it's fun, because I love competition. It's not the best training, I know that, but I am just training for life. I do not have an event that I'm getting ready for. I like to compete, I like to have fun. And when you're racing every day, you have to figure out how to modulate, how to conserve, so you can keep going day in and day out. It's a different adventure, different challenge. I come from a rowing background. I'm also a rowing coach, coach rowing. I was a rower from my sophomore year of high school, so I was 26 years old. And I did it everything from novice to Olympian. Now I'm coaching, so I understand the value of structured training and rest days and all that sort of stuff. And I understand that I'm ignoring all of it, and I'm replacing it with the word fun. Because man, I have a ton of fun with this stuff. Oh, this is so much fun for me. I love the metrics, I love the data, I love trying to figure out how to ride better, how to be more efficient. Rowing's all about efficiency, so I'm fascinated with efficiency in cycling. How and when to use the watts, not just how many watts. That's the question that I keep asking myself. How and when to burn those matches. Not even how many matches do I have, just when is the right time. If I don't have to use them all, great, because I got to race again tomorrow. Guys, if you are still here, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching. If you are a return visitor, thank you for coming back. Really appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed, I would really like it if you did, so you can choose to watch these videos in the future or not when you get those alerts. But helping grow this channel helps inspire me to post more, and I just get more and more motivated knowing there are people that are actually watching this. And I love it if you're cheering me on, and I love it if you want to see me fail, and I love it if you leave a comment telling me which it is. Anyway, time to warm down, get back to the workday. So for now, that's all from me.